Welcome back. I hope you all had a safe and fun holiday weekend, but it is Tuesday and we are back on the grind. Not only is it just any Tuesday, but it is Taco Tuesday and we always support our small Mexican restaurants. We order delicious tacos. But on today's show, we're really going to focus on Bitcoin price action because it looks like she is back in our vibe and consolidate area. And we have some immensely bullish news regarding Ethereum. You guys know Ethereum and Bitcoin are some of my largest longer term bags. And today, a particular country announced that they may be using Ethereum for their digital currency. Stick around and find out who is doing this. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto every day. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and set alerts. Please also beware of scammers or impersonators of myself in the comments. I will never ask for your funds, private keys, and I have zero paid services. We take sponsorships on this show, so I don't have to have any paid services. Let's go ahead and get into the news. This first news story is about Mike Novogratz. He bets big on NFT, says iconic things will hold value despite of the market hype. I agree with Mike 1,000 million %. When we're taking a look at NFTs and we're looking at NFTs with licensing rights, these will sustain value in my opinion. Of course, with any collectibles, you need to have a buyer. But when we're talking about collectibles with licensing, that industry is massive. I used to know somebody from back in the day that what they did is they would buy and sell movie rights, and they made an absolute fortune doing so. We're starting to see this behavior come over into crypto with the licensing of different types of NFT projects, and they will continue to do well. Mark my words. Even though we may be having a potential bear market, NFTs with licensing will do well. So play those. Before we get over into our next story, I've talked to you guys that I have reinvested in DRC, and we're taking a look at the chart via Dex Tools, which is a free website that you can go ahead and chart your favorite low cap Uniswap gems, and DRC is one of those to me. We talked about this consolidation range that has been present between 0.007 and 0.0045. This range has been tested a few times at the top at 0.007, and we had a bit of a fall. And when we did fall, we tapped almost twice on this bottom area of support at 0.0046 and then back again over here at 0.0045, which is essentially the bottom now. We are having a little bit of a correction, which to me, that's fine. I've placed different buys in these areas here, so I'm with it. Just as long as we hold support at 0.0046, I'm with it. I'm okay with it. Taking a look at MACD looks like it will get back down to this price area. But again, to me, this is exactly where I want to go ahead and accumulate alts that I am interested in. Right now, DRC is the one that I've held on to. I do have high hopes for this to go ahead and do what it did prior, which we had massive, beautiful pump in the past, especially in this little bit of an area here. That's when we actually started to take off. So that's why this consolidation range is important to me. Also too, wanted to show you something. This right here was tweeted by Maxim Nurov. Just donated Ethereum worth 300,000 to the DRC Foundation Fund. DRC token has great potential and it's an honor to be part of the project. So we have people coming in, stepping in and donating to DRC Fund, which I think is awesome. Lastly, if you want to learn more about DRC, I highly recommend to head over to their website. It is a 100% community-driven project. They've got a lot of resources here, a lot of information here. And if you're interested in investing in it, which always make sure you join the communities and do your due diligence, make sure to join their groups first. And you can see where they're listed. They're listed on Uniswap, Balaxy. You can buy with fiat or you can buy on another DEX, QuickSwap. Aha! The crypto story you've been waiting for, the bullish use case for Ethereum. This came out from CoinDesk. Ex-head of China's digital yuan effort says CBDCs could operate on Ethereum. Central bank digital currencies will one day be more smart and not merely digital versions of cash, said Hua Quan. All right, let's break this down a little bit. first and foremost, it says could operate on Ethereum. It's not 100%. Ethereum's got a lot of problems. Matic solves those problems because it is a layer 2 solution built on top of Ethereum to help facilitate transactions, kind of similar to the Bitcoin Lightning Network, but not because it's a different protocol. Anyways, when we're talking about CBDCs, just think of that of digital currencies for different governments. We talked a little bit about this yesterday, but if this actually does go through, this is going to be massive for Ethereum. Will it push Ethereum's price up? It could. Another thing to note, I think it is a little bit bizarre that they're going to be operating on Ethereum. If this does play out, I don't see why a big government or big player like China would utilize an existing cryptocurrency, especially because Ethereum gas fees are so high, and China has a very populated area. Either way, this is good news. I'm here for it. Let's take a look at the Ethereum chart. All right, folks, this is the Ethereum 4-hour chart, and it looks like we created a bit of a top at about $2,697. Taking a look at the daily chart, Market Cipher did print a green dot here, which indicates, some upward movement. However, we did create this area of resistance approximately $2,700, and we're not able to break it yet, and currently testing about $2,500. Back to the 4-hour chart, it's looking like we're going to be teetering here for support. If we break 2,500 support, I would go ahead and look at about 23. And about 2264. If we break 2264, it's not going to be pretty because we do have all of this lower price action down over here. I'm not saying we're going to hit these levels. I'm just saying to pay attention. A bullish scenario would be to flip 2700 and then tackle about 2900. Unfortunate story over here. Another BSC project gets hacked. An opportunistic hacker exploited loopholes in the Belt Finance code to steal over $6 million. This was another flash loan attack. This is unfortunate. This really, really sucks. And the reason why it sucks is because I really like Binance Smart Chain. It's affordable to use, and it's just unfortunate we're having all of these exploits, but I guess that goes to show you the network is not super secure. BNB is another one of my top bags, but after reading a lot of news stories about this, I'm hoping there's going to be some sort of modification to where they can kind of stop this from happening. Either way, I still do hold Binance Coin, and I'm hoping BSC network does continue to do well, but right now it's not looking really great. Interesting reminder for you guys, and this is one of the reasons why I'm in Bitcoin. If you don't know who Janet Yellen is, 78th Secretary of the Treasury, former Fed chair, always an economist. So Josh tweeted, just a reminder that SEC Yellen, which is Janet Yellen, net worth is 16 million, 132 times the median U.S. household, 7 million of her fortune, 44%, was earned in the last 3 years, speaking before Wall Street banks and hedge funds. So remember the next time she virtue signals about wealth inequality. Kind of wanted to drop that here. She's talking about wealth inequality a lot, but then she goes ahead and takes a lot of money for speaking. I'm not against that because we do sponsored content on this show. It's good to make some money, get paid, but at the same time too, be honest, remember where you came from, and don't try to flip narratives, because when you do that, it can be dangerous. And this is why we talk about following the money on this show. We want to really pay attention to the fact that 7 million of her fortune, which is 44%, was earned in the last 3 years. Pay attention to this. The Federal Reserve is not your friend. The government is not your friend when it comes to monetary policies. If it was, we wouldn't see stuff like this happening. It's not so much the 44% that of her wealth was earned in the last 3 years, is realistically that she's talking about the wealth inequality. But we want to tie the fact that she's speaking about wealth inequality to almost half of her fortune. Think about that a little bit and comment down below. A couple more news stories before we get into Bitcoin. Altcoin Daily posted Cardano smart contract now live on testnet. Are you following this? This is awesome. So smart contracts incoming from Cardano's Alonzo testnet, and it's now live. This is good. Let's hope that Cardano gets their stuff together and they continue to push forward. Jimmy Song, a buddy of the channel, he's been on here once before. Jimmy Song, Goldman Sachs endorses Ethereum just after they announced imminent proof of stake. They want the same unfair advantages they get in USD system and ETH, and the Ethereum Foundation gave it to them. Little bit of an interesting hot take from Jimmy, but then again, Jimmy is known for his hot takes. We heard and we spoke about China potentially utilizing Ethereum for their digital currency. But this whole thing with Goldman Sachs is a little bit interesting. Again, we want to follow the money here. This is the most bizarre story ever. Crypto Robo-Advisor app Makara launches with SEC green light. So they got it approved by the SEC. That's dope. Over 20,000 users have signed up for Makara, which already boasts over 1 million in asset under management. Makara is the first SEC approved crypto app that uses Gemini to custody users' assets. We like Gemini on this show. I've had issues with their customer support a couple times. I've had issues with everybody's customer support in crypto. But again, this is actually really cool to go ahead and utilize Gemini for this. But today, the app launches for US residents. Will this particular AI robot be better than the actual human? I tend to think so because it takes the emotion out. We'll see though. Lastly, quick Bitcoin market update. We are currently in the vibe and consolidate range. This range is from approximately $38,000 to $33,000. We really tested this high here about $37,000, which we talked about on the show. I said it was going to be a good opportunity, maybe too long. I believe that was yesterday. And we did, and we rejected. Again, we would need to flip this into support, tackle 40,000, and then hit the EMA 200, about $42,000. Right now, it's not looking super promising, but again, just as long as we really sustain this range here, 37,000 to 33,000 approximate, I think that we are doing pretty well for Bitcoin. Thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you either tonight or tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.